Evelyn introduce.
Okay, so hi there, my name is Evelyn. I'm from the Western Press, the SIT, your first source, and we are here with the Assembly of First Nations. And we have a few questions today, and the first one is, if you could vote, do you think that would change anything, and do you think that people would respect you even more if you could?
Yeah, so having a vote would really make a difference, especially in this discussion, because the points we were making and the things that we were saying are kind of looked at as invalid just because the provinces don't need us to pass a proposal,
Yes.
right? So they don't need our vote, so they don't have to listen to us. And we feel like we're getting a little bit of resistance there, especially because, they don't need us. We aren't technically needed here, so they're not listening as much as they could be. I mean, we're lucky in this industry, like justice, that they are starting to listen a little bit better, and they are starting to recognize that we are important and we do represent a large population of Canada.
And in this morning's meeting, as you signed, I think it was 3 of the bills, or it was the 2 papers that you signed, do you think the other provinces and territories took that into consideration, that you guys did sign and support that?
So the signing was really intentional. Yes, technically we didn't need to. It's really just pen and paper. Like, our vote isn't needed. But we did sign to show solidarity with the things we believe in. We wanted to show to the provinces that we were appreciating what they were going through and how they were listening to us and taking our voice into account in this ministry. I'm not going to talk about other ministries. That's a little messy. But so we did sign to make a point.
Okay, next question. Yesterday when we spoke, you said that you guys felt as though you weren't being heard. Do you think that today was different?
Speaking in our ministry alone, yes, I do believe we are being heard a little bit more. We have been in communication with especially the Northwest Territories in Manitoba, and they have recognized our concerns and the things that we went through during the first half of the FedProv. So we really pushed, and we had to say, you gotta listen to us because we do represent a large population of Canada. And other ministries, though, I would say that, like, not being called for roll call, like, they're ignoring our hands, like, our points aren't being recognized as willingly in other ministries, so that's a real big issue. So yes, it's being solved in justice, but it's not being solved in justice.
Do you think in justice alone, did you do anything to change that from yesterday's meeting? Because I remember you were a little nervous that people weren't hearing your points at the beginning. Did you think you got it out there?
You know, we tried our best. We definitely talked to as many provinces as we could. We tried to get the people involved recognizing how important the Indigenous community is, and especially in their provinces. We tried to really push that we aren't just fighting for our group of people, but we're fighting for their people too. Like, we're all working towards a goal, and we're all working for Canada. So I don't understand why we're working against each other, which is kind of what was happening the first day. So we did try really hard to talk to other provinces. I still think there is a lot of opposition, unnecessary opposition, happening in justice ministry as well as the other ministries. But that can definitely be rectified in this last little meeting here.
So another question just kind of sums it all up, but do you think that people treat you the same as other provinces, even though that you did not get the right to vote?
No. No. We're not being treated like other provinces and territories. They're being treated with, I don't want to say we're being treated with a lack of respect, but we kind of are. Not being called in roll call is not recognizing our hands and not taking our points. Like, we'll say something and then a province will say it, and everybody else will take what the province says and ignore that we came up with the point in the first place. And I think that's mainly because provinces do get a vote, so there is this unfair advantage to everybody else. So it's invalidating us as an organization and as a group. So no.
Perfect. Thank you for the interview.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Hope everything goes well.
Hopefully. Also, she has something she wants to say. So, you know what? To keep recording. This is perfect. She has a little speech made up, and we are going to give it to the other press as well. But we were just wondering if you wanted it too. She's like a little speech planned out. So if you're interested in that, I have to get to the meeting. But she's definitely available to you. It's really, really good. So.
Do you have